Hey everybody, how are you? Well, what I'm going to do today is I am going to do another revamping of an oldie and make it new again. This wreath, my daughter made for me years, and when I say years, I mean had to be at least 17 years ago. And what it looked like, and I already took out most of the greenery, it was more of the wine theme, because that's what my kitchen and everything was in years ago. So anyway, she had a lot of these type of green picks in it. And she also, as you can see, put the flower pots, the clay flower pots. The flower pots I'm going to leave, because this will go into my formal living room, which is more like, you know already, shabby chic. And I think I'm going to make it elongated because I like the way that looks. So everything's going to be kind of probably to the side. So I'm leaving the pots, I'm leaving the eucalyptus that she had put in. What I'm taking out is, again, this more ivy looking, it had the, supposed to represent the grapes. What I'm replacing it with is flowers from her service. And what I did is I dried a lot of the roses. And some of the flowers that were in the arrangements, they weren't really good as far as drying and staying intact. So I used the roses, and then this, I can't remember what this is called, but it's a filler for a lot of floral arrangements, and it's a really pretty purple. So it'll be this and the purples and the eucalyptus. And then these came from the, I don't know what kind of flower, but I really liked the inside of it, and it dried well, so I'm going to use this, if you can believe that or not. And then also these little, I don't know what these are either, but using those. Now I was going to use these, which were also in different arrangements, and I love this pink, but then I started looking at it and I kind of liked it the way it looked. So I think I'm going to leave this the way it is, stem and all, and then I'm going to wrap some silk ribbon and just lay it on an end table. So I think I'm going to leave that just like it is, because I really liked the way that it dried. And I think I have enough to where I can use just the cream and the purples for the wreath. So I'm doing this to show you how you can revamp, you know, a wreath or whatever. And God forbid it be for a service for your child, truly. You can use this for anything. I'm showing you this because it could be an anniversary. It could be an anniversary party that you had where people brought flowers, a birthday, a birth of a child where you get a lot of different flowers and make it into a wreath or an arrangement or just a spray dried to where you could put it wherever you want. But anyway, so this can be used for anything. I'm just showing you this is what I'm using in my situation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of get a feel of where I want to put it, so I'm not keeping you all day watching me try to figure it out. And I'm going to keep these flowers that she put in it because they're kind of intertwined in the eucalyptus. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that. I'm going to get my hot glue gun and then I'll be back. Okay, so I'm kind of just playing around with this, seeing where I might want my roses. Again, I'm leaving some of the flowers that she had put originally in this when she made it for me. I'm leaving the eucalyptus, and keep in mind, like I said, I don't remember how old. It has to be at least 17 years old, at least. And so I'm going to leave some of the purple and white in here. I'm just adding these cream roses, and then whatever this is, for the life of me, I can't remember the name. And then the hydrangea, there was a big, huge blue hydrangea, and I dried that. Now, obviously, this doesn't look like a beautiful hydrangea. I don't care. I'm going to put some in these little pots. I am not looking for perfection. I'm looking for what I have of her flowers to put in this wreath that she gave. You could even do this with your roses not being dried. I mean, I would dry them a little bit, but it might work even better if they were still a little pliable, where you could kind of mold them better. So what I did with these, I just put a band around these and hung them in the pantry where it was dark and cool. So take them off, get them ready. So the majority of this is going to be, I might leave that since she put that, purple and creams and this blue. So now we're just going to glue it, and it won't take but a few minutes. Some of these roses don't even have to be glued because the stem, now this, no, this one probably wouldn't. The stems are long enough I can just kind of insert into the grapevine. Also, what I did, and I want to show you, let me get this. The rest of it, like where the roses, you know, the petals fell off, I just let them fall off and I dried them really good. And this is just different flowers from the arrangements, but I'll make potpourri out of this and put it in a glass jar where you can see them. So that's what I'm going to do with that. Okay, so got the white over there, purple there, good. Okay, so these I just stuck in. That's going to work out fine. And I am by no means a florist, so this is just winging it. Be a little bit careful because they are delicate. They'll start to fall apart if you're not careful. Trying to anchor these in so they'll stay secure. And I wished I had taken more of the baby's breath because it would have been really pretty. You can use go to the florist and get baby's breath. It dries really, really nice. And it'll last for years. I only took a little bit. That would have been nice filler. Yep, see how this rose is falling apart? I'll just put that into my potpourri. That's okay because it makes a pretty rosebud there. That's why I think doing this while they still are somewhat moist would have been a smarter. I don't want that there. I'll do that here. Hoping you can see this. Bring that one over here. I'll put kind of anchor that in there. She always knew I liked the garden, you know, shabby chic type look. So that's why she put those pots. So that's as far as the roses. I left this empty. Don't know if I'll put a bow or not. Maybe. And I want to put these in here too. Isn't that stupid? I mean, because this, this isn't a flower. It's the middle of it. But I think it looks cool and I like the color. Hope you guys are having a good day. And I'm just going to insert in certain areas this purple. This stuff dries really good too. If you guys know the name of it, let me know. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a florist by any stretch, so I don't know the names of a lot of flowers. But I like inserting that purple into, it makes it pop. Here's these little things I'm going to put in there. Those were like a filler or something. I wish I had more of those. I didn't have a lot in that arrangement. I like the way, look with me. But do you see the way, I don't know, where that, like that pinky is against the purple and the white? Looks good. Hydrangea. It's coming along nice. I'm going to put you in this pot right here. That's how I'm going to hang it. I'm showing the elongated. It'll hang this way. If I do put a bow, it will be some kind of a cream, probably. Don't know yet. This purple added a lot and helped fill in bare spots. And I can also, which I think I'm going to do, is just put some of these little pieces of the purple in with the hydrangea in the pot. And we are almost done, guys. And then I will show you where I'm going to put it. Like I said, baby's breath would look really pretty with this. And so what I might do is I might buy some fresh baby's breath and just put it in different areas. And if I do, I'll come back to show you what it looks like with that. Now this is nice filler. Really nice. Okay, so let me take my camera down and I'll show you. Okay, so if I start up here, and you can see, I mean literally I just put these anywhere. There was no real rhyme or reason. The roses, and then I just filled it in with the purple dried flowers, along with those little tiny, I don't know what they are, but those. And then the hydrangeas I just stuck in to the terracotta pot that was already there when she made it for me. So yep, there it is. That's what I did with a wreath, revamping it. So now I'll show you where I'm going to hang it. Okay guys, this is where I'm going to put it for now, and this is in my living room by my one table with my stained glass light. And like I said, if I find the right ribbon that I want to go with it, I'll put a ribbon, and I may put a saying on the side of it. You know, maybe find oh, you know, like at Dollar Tree sometimes where they have little signs that say something. I might put that there. If I do, I'll bring you back. But for now, this is what it looks like. So I just wanted to show you, and like I said, you could do this with anything, any kind of flowers that you get for whatever occasion. Okay, I told you I was going to put the petals that came off of the arrangements and make potpourri, and that's what I'm going to do. I have this container, which ironically, a friend of mine that I knew since 5th grade, she has since passed, and she had passed in April. You know what? I don't like March and April anymore, I don't think. I think I'm coming to that conclusion. Anyway, I'm going to put this into this container, and as soon as I get it in there, I'll show you, and I'm going to add some oil to it. Okay, what I'm going to use is this apple and spice, and I've had this for years and years, but I love, and it's almost gone. This came, I think, from Texas. And then here is all of the flowers that you saw in the baggie. Here they are, really pretty. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of this. I think you will. Cool. Okay. And this is really concentrated. It smells so good. And I'll let that seep down into the other flowers. And I'll put the lid on. There it is. Oh, I wish you could smell it. It smells so good. So I will put that on one of my end tables. And I'll show you where I put that. Okay, I am going to put this one in my family room because when I sit here I'd like to smell it and look at it. So that is where that one's going to go. So again, baby shower, birth of a baby, anniversary, birthday, Christmas. Some people bring you red roses, how pretty would that be? Any kind of flower you can dry and make into potpourri or into a wreath, a spray where you lay it on the table, and I'm going to take you and show you where I put the roses while I'm at. Okay, and here is where I'm going to lay these, and this also came with an arrangement, this angel. So I have it next to this angel, and like I said, you know what, I'll probably put some lace. Instead of a satin ribbon, I'll just get some lace and tie around it. But how pretty just laying there. And like I said, these will last for years and years. So that's what you can do with that, guys. I just tied some lace onto the stem that's been dried. So here's what they look like, a little bit away on the end table. So I think that turned out really pretty. So again, important to you or has some special meaning, dry them. Roses are the easiest things to dry, and a lot of them really keep their colors. You can see these were a variegated, well, not variegated, but tipped with color, and these were really, really pretty pink, but the way that they dried really pretty. And then even the white roses. So that's the spray that I did. Come over to the wreath. This is the wreath finished. What I did is I put in some of the gypsum from the Dollar Tree just to give that. White always gives any color of flower a pop if you're doing any kind of an arrangement. And I was going to get baby's breath, but I just didn't feel like going out and getting any. So I had this gypsum that I've used quite a few times in DIYs. So I just put that in, and then I took a piece of graphic 45 scrapbooking paper and cut a couple of pieces out of that to insert into this, all having to do with tags, writing someone. When she passed, I put a letter in her casket. And this just reminds me of just jotting down a note to her. So that's what gave me the idea to put like a postcard, a tag, and then here are a couple really pretty birds. I don't know if you can see it really well. So let me get an overall. And then the ribbon that I put, I didn't want a big bow. I didn't want to take away from the rest of it. So I just tied a piece of that lace that I put onto the spray. The camera's making it look a little bit more blue, but it's really a deep purple. Along with the cream roses, it really turned out nice. So I just wanted to show you the wreath completed. So I hope that you try this. Any roses, any dried flowers that dry nice, don't throw them away. If it has any kind of meaning to you, you can use them in your home decor, as you can see. Okay guys, until the next DIY, remember the world's a better place because you're in it. Don't ever forget that. Talk to you soon guys. Bye.